he speaks and he makes it worse. There are times when you should just be quiet, and I wish that he would just be quiet. Or if he can't be silent, if there's somebody of good sense and good conscience in the White House, put him in front of a teleprompter and pray that he reads it and at least says the right things, because he is making it worse.
That is the Democratic mayor of Atlanta calling out President Trump over his response to the violence erupting at protests around the country. Other city leaders and some Democratic lawmakers also urging the president to tone down his rhetoric. Donna Brazile is the former DNC interim chair and a Fox News contributor. She joins us now live. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Ed.
Perhaps more important than what the president says or doesn't say is what kind of action we as a nation are going to take. What are your thoughts this morning after a very long weekend about how you want to see America heal?
Well, thanks for asking, Ed. First of all, let me just say that our words do matter. The words from not just the President of the United States, but the words from our clergy, from our other elected leaders, from business leaders, down to the community level. So our words are powerful, and we must understand that at this moment, we must be mindful of the language that we use, not only in describing what happened to Mr. Floyd and many, many others, but also in describing what we want to come out of this. We want to have a nation that is truly reflective of all of us. Everybody in this country, their lives must be valued. Secondly, Ed, we want to understand that when people are hired to protect and serve, they are doing their job in protecting the public. And lastly, Ed, we all have individual responsibilities as human beings to look at ourselves, our own conscience. There's no way I can personally stop the spread of racism or any other form of bigotry. But working together with my brothers and sisters, with my friends, my family, my coworkers, we can all solve this. We can make this a better nation, a nation that is truly reflective of the people of the United States. I think that's what we all want.
Donna, I listened very carefully and closely, and those are beautiful words. How does looting get us closer to what you just laid out?
You know, I understand, and I am quite angered by those who would loot, who would destroy property, shut down businesses, especially grocery stores during a pandemic. I am totally frustrated with the response of some in the community and, of course, even the way the police have handled this situation. This calls for everyone, not just those who are out peacefully protesting an injustice, but it calls for everyone to look at what they're doing and ask themselves, is this going to help change the behavior, change the systems that we want to be addressed? And I do believe that it's important that we talk to them and tell them, as I've seen over and over, all over the country yesterday, peaceful protesters telling those who are coming in, or perhaps those who are angry, to not destroy each other and the lives and livelihoods of those who we want to protect at the end of the day.
So on that point, and I promise I'm going to end it after this, going back to the president, where we started, and give you a chance to weigh in there. But on the leaders in your party, I just looked in the commercial break, Nancy Pelosi's last two tweets, one of her on ABC video attacking the president's response yesterday. The one before that was what House Democrats, she says, are doing to have a more just society. Chuck Schumer's last tweet is about how we need to end racism. Yes, sir, we do. But neither one of them are tweeting or speaking out about the violence we're seeing. Why aren't Democratic leaders saying, stop the looting, stop the criminal enterprises that are going on?
Well, first of all, let's understand that it's not just incumbent upon Democratic leaders, it's incumbent upon all of us. We have turned our politics into combat, when our politics should be about compromise. It should be about our values. It should be about something bigger, something better, something that we can all hope for. And we should be mindful of, yes, the tweeting that we're doing. They need to be more constructive, as Senator Tim Scott said, and that means it needs to come from the president. We have one president, Only one president. We have 100 senators, 50 governors, 435 members of Congress, and thousands of mayors for one president of the United States. And he must speak for all of us.
Right. But there are also key Democratic leaders in Congress like Pelosi and Schumer, and you would expect that they would call out the looting. Please, if you want to respond to that, great. But I want to end it in the last minute we have on what I promised to do, which is, just talk about whether or not the president's going to give an Oval Office address or not. You've already said that you feel like the tweets have not been helpful. What do you want to hear from the president? What should he do in the days ahead that you think will help us heal?
He's my president, Ed. And it doesn't matter who I voted for. He's my president. Just like Barack Obama, George Bush. I can go all the way back to John F. Kennedy when I was born in the segregated South. He's my president. And because he holds an office that we all hold in high esteem, speak to our pain, speak to the promise that this country has for all of us, Mr. President. Don't even focus on what the people who disregard you might be saying. I think at times this president takes it all in the chest. Don't take it in the chest, Mr. President. Lead us into this tomorrow that we were all promised, Mr. President, and disregard the noise. Talk about the hope and the promise. Mr. President, you are bigger than this. Come to this moment with the faith in our future, and I do believe he can speak to all of us. And I want to get back again, Ed, whether you're a Democratic leader, Republican leader, we have to speak out and speak in ways that heal, that unify, that bring us together. And that's how this ends. And remember, all of us we all have a duty to check our own consciousness during this moment.
Absolutely do. And I hope that conversation starts right at this moment because you offered some terrific words this morning. Let's hope that leaders in all parties listen. Donna, thank you.
Thank you.